Okay, Arpon, tell me about the experience of your Junior Science Olympiad.
So for my junior science olympiad, so as an aside, I was studying for maths olympiad long before I started studying for my junior science olympiad. So in ninth, I was so nonchalant about it that I missed it by 1 mark, and that did not even bother me, though it did bother my parents. Uh, so let me first talk about what one needs to do for junior science olympiad. One needs to cover 11th and 12th, so ninth to 12th cbsc science textbooks. Of course not the entire 11th 12th. In 11th 12th, physics, one can refer other sources. In chemistry, the physical part is important. In biology, you go through past year question papers. As I have mentioned in other videos also, past year question papers are an integral part of clearing any exam. So you go through past year question papers, you will find that a few chapters such as health and disease in 12th, genetics, evolution, molecular basis of inheritance, all these are 12th chapters. These are very important. Then the the last unit of 11th standard, which deals with human physiology, is very important. So if you go through the past year question papers, you will be able to mark a few chapters from biology which are important and come repeatedly in exams. In chemistry, mostly you need physical chemistry. Organic and inorganic are touched very less. In physics, you can solve basic coaching class module. HC Verma is especially important. HC Verma is very good, but the JE one gets a bit higher. So if you cannot solve all the exercises, don't worry, but at least read the theory of HC Verma, mechanics, optics. Again, the chapters you can figure out by analyzing the past 5-year question papers itself. So Resnick is good for clearing concepts, although personally I did most of my JSO physics from HC Verma. So in studying this much, and also as I've mentioned in my earlier videos, one coaching class allowed me to sit in 11th standard classes when I was just in 10th. So you can imagine I was listening to 11th chemistry simultaneously, so that portion of mine was a little bit relieved. And anyways, in 9th I did not do much study for junior science olympiad. In 10th I would also like to mention that I was appearing for 4 exams simultaneously: INMO, INJSO, NTSC, and my and boards also. Many people consider boards to be a trivial exam, but my mother's philosophy has always been that one should not demean any exam. If you can perform well in an exam, why leave it? So class 10th boards also, so I had to attend school regularly. Then in my maths olympiad journey, which I will talk about in another video, there were separate struggles going on. So overall 10th went very hectic, and it was not a very pleasant time for me too. So in 10th I did this much for junior science olympiad. Cleared NSCP with NSCJS with flying colors. I was second in Maharashtra. So finally, as one proceeded towards January, when the national exam, the INOs take place, I became more and more focused on INMO because that was my first priority. So due to neglect, I could not perform as good in JSO as otherwise. I would also like to mention that I had received some resonance material from my seniors, which was especially helpful for practicing junior science stuff. So now let's come to what I actually did in the exam. So in NSCJS, as I've mentioned, I missed by 1 mark. in ninth. In 10th, I received 179 out of 240. That was the second highest. In INJSO, I received 48.5 marks. Now consider my situation that in the preceding years the cutoff had been 40, so I was pretty relaxed that okay, I am well above the cutoff and I will be comfortably in. But then I started to, informally you have circles, you start asking how much has he got, how much has she got, and then when I heard about the marks, I started to become a bit shaky. Finally, I applied for revaluation because I also had objected to some questions. So I applied for revaluation and they increased my marks by 5. From 48.5 it went to 53.5, and that year the cutoff was 49. So there are so many lessons to be derived from this. Firstly, Olympiad marks and scores are a volatile entity. So has JEE Mains marks and score also become nowadays. So don't peg your beliefs in earlier year marks, because these things vary very wildly from year to year. So this is the first lesson to be derived. The second lesson to be derived is that if you have any query, feel free to apply for revaluation. Many people feel reluctant. In my case, you see, if I had felt reluctant, then I would have missed the exam by just 0.5 marks. And I actually know people who were very nonchalant about this revaluation and stuff, and actually ended up missing their Olympiads by 1-2 marks. So do apply for revaluation, although not in a very cavalier way. See if you have real objections, and always remember that due to this volatility, many good students are not able to clear these exams. So if you cannot clear this exam, don't feel disheartened. You see, I almost missed the exam. So this is in a nutshell my journey of Junior Science Olympiad. After that, of course, I went to camp, which is known as the Orientation Cum Selection Camp, OCSC. These camps are a very lively experience, and due to various reasons, many people do not attend these camps. Do not make such a mistake. You will form a very good circle in these camps of good students from across the country, and you can stay in touch. So this is a very fruitful experience, going to the camp. Again, since my physics was weak in 10th, I could not make it to the team. Biology, roughly people who go to the camp, roughly everybody is at the same level, because most of them are going to be subsequent engineering students. So it is not as if people have studied biology to a great detail. So the deal clincher in these cases is how good one can do in physics and chemistry, and of course not doing too badly in biology also. Informally, I came to know that I was in fact among the toppers in chemistry. Of course, these are informal, not any record of this exists anywhere. So yeah, this is my Junior Science Olympiad journey in a nutshell.
Thank you, Arpon.